Hey, look, it's 23rd. Is everybody good? I said, is everybody good? Look, so today, we got us a new banger, man. Thank y'all for being here. This video is interesting. We got musicians reacting to new metal, giving them their thoughts, how they feel about it. I'm intrigued because as I'm doing these reactions, I'm starting to realize that a lot of people, a lot of artists, a lot of people did not rock with new metal. And I thought everybody liked it. I'm enjoying it. So I just wanted to know what their beef was, what's the problem was. So this right here was requested by one of my members on the Buy Me Coffee app. All right, if you want to become one of my members, you go ahead and do that. The tiers are down below. You click on the link, and whatever video you want me to react to, I got you. So this was from Michael. I appreciate you. Let's get into it. Like button, sub button. Let's work.
I think that the metal rap thing completely sucks ass.
Damn.
I don't get it, and I don't want to get it, and I don't really mind if I don't get it.
I think it's fantastic. I think the more people are cross-pollinated between different musical styles, it not only has musical implications, but it has cultural ones as well.
For better or worse, Rage Against the Machine seems to have planted the seeds for the genre that sprung up known as nu metal. My apologies.
Damn, really?
I mean, here, I will tell you what happened, though. I can tell you exactly what happened. Rage Against the Machine was a band that had great riffs and sort of created a genre and a global fan base that then Rage Against the Machine did not serve. We made a record every 4 years, you know, and in that gap, I remember people at our records company going like, if only there would be bands that sounded like Rage Against the Machine, but sang about girls and showed up for video shoots and, you know, and did sort of the stuff in the game, and lo and behold, a genre was born. We've never considered ourselves to have anything to do with that genre, and there's a lot of great music in that genre, a lot of great musicians in it, but the ethos of it tended to be much more kind of misogynist in nature, anti-women, fratty, and there was a political and intellectual content to Rage Against the Machine that is singular in that sort of...
Yeah, Rage Against the Machine, I get where he's coming from. It's a whole different genre. They're talking about, they got more substance than new metal. I would like, you know, new metal was more fun, more revived. Look, I get where he's coming from. I get it. But what, by the way, what the hell, what does fratty mean? I don't know what that means. I'm dead ass. What is fratty? I don't know that. What is that? Is that like being an asshole, a sense, like, or just being like goofy? What is fratty? All right, I don't know what that is. And yeah, I don't know. That's intriguing. I'm unsure because I can see like how they started it in a sense, the rap rock thing, and of course with them being having such an impact, things would form from that. It's like, okay, they started this wave. People tend to love it. Why don't we put our own spin to it? It's just life. People always try to recreate something that's already going well, right? So, yeah, anyway.
Broad genre of music that I'd like to keep clean.
As far as labeling Slipknot a new metal thing, I think that really kind of came down to
love that mask.
A, the timing when we came out, and B, the fact that we were, you know, still kind of using a lot of like hip hop elements and whatnot. But I think, honestly, we were more of a precursor to what they called the new wave of American heavy metal. We're mentioned in the same breath as Korn, as Deftones, as, you know, all of these bands, White Zombie, Rob Zombie. I mean, those are good names to be associated with.
Hell yeah,
you know?
I love
They're
Korn.
still around doing it. They're some of my good friends, and they're still, you know, pushing the boundaries musically. Korn and Deftones especially, you know, Deftones with White Pony, it was night and day from what they had done with Around the Fur or even the first album. So it was almost like, you know, they allowed bands like us and you know a ton of other bands to be able to, you know, to have the freedom to explore.
I love the riffs. I love that guitar player dressing up and looking like an alien. I think that's awesome. And I love, you know, the attitude. You know, you want to break some shit tonight. How about your fucking face? Who can't relate to that?
Yeah,
What do Tool think of the new breed of sports metal acts with their big shorts and a
Maynard, that's oh boy, that's the lead singer from Tool. As I'm learning everybody's name. Okay, Maynard is definitely the lead singer. I'm curious to know what he thinks about this.
accompanying DJs such as Linkin Park.
It's kind of hard to really put those things in a category of band. It's more like you almost have to if there was like another
Are they
Billboard
a boy
chart.
band?
No, they're like Slip Biscuit or whatever that stuff is.
Slim Biscuit is insane. He said they're like Slip Biscuit. Oh man, he don't like it. Man, I wonder, as I'm going through this, I can kind of see why people have some reservations towards it, because it's just like, it's something new. And I feel like when you try to blend two different genres together, it's like, bro, pick a side. Like, you're on the fence. You're trying to satisfy everyone, but in the meanwhile, you're taking the originality out of something, in a sense, right? Even though I'm a big fan of the fusion, I feel like you're bridging the gap. So I think that's dope. That's what it's about. I love when we stand united, whether it's rock, hip hop, doesn't matter, right? What it's doing is opening the door to another genre. Like, I wish I would have heard this in my teens. I missed out on so much good music because I was so closed-minded and only listened to hip hop. I'm like, I'm not even gonna give this shit a chance. Yeah, I knew of Korn and Slipknot, but I was just like, bro, that's like a whole different planet for me. There's no way, that's not even in my world. There is nothing over there that I will enjoy. I was saying that in my head as a teenager without even giving them a chance. So it's insane, man. So I wish I would have heard them earlier and allowed myself to be more open-minded to new music. And now, as I'm doing it now, I'm going through my little music discovery journey. I'm loving it. Shit, it's great. It's been fun. I am thoroughly enjoying it, bro. This is why I'm just hyped to do it. Like, every single day, I'm dropping videos on a consistent basis because I'm enjoying the journey. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Biscuit or whatever that stuff is. There should be like a separate Billboard chart that has to do with clever marketing plans. So like McDonald's be right up there with McNuggets. Then like, those bands you mentioned would be up
Wow.
there. That's how those should be rated. That's that kind of a chart. They shouldn't really be on a music chart.
Whoa, damn. He put y'all up there with McNuggets. He put them up there with McNuggets. Damn.
Yeah, mix it with stepping, and then it kind of sounds bigger.
Are you influenced by Ryan Martin?
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah, yeah. This brdang thing is now a meme. This guy definitely stepped over all limits which were before him, and managed to implement a number of new techniques, and not only just pure techniques, but also ways musically playing some scales and notes, which had not been used before him.
Wow, what does the guys with the dreads does?
I'm the DJ, bitch.
Yo, I'm the singer, rapper. I could do both, son.
Rap rock band with the DJ.
Yeah, that's us, motherfucker.
Somebody tell this band what year it is.
They're kidding. He just means the business is tough, that's all.
I mean, I haven't heard a no from you guys, and I don't like anything about you. That's what I mean.
Damn.
Everything I do with rhythm. And just because you're singing a track or screaming a track that feels like it's rap, no, I never claimed to be a rapper. I took a heap of fucking bullshit for that. And I was like, you know what, whatever. I know what it is. It's me being rhythmic. I listen to that record now, and that fucking record was way ahead of its time. And I'm going to do this right now. Yeah, Tommy, it was.
I got to hear, I don't know what song he's talking about. What song was he talking about that was ahead of his time where people was upset that he was rapping? Because of course I know who he is. I just never... New Rabbit Hole? I'm just joking. I never actually listened to his music though. Deftones is coming soon, by the way. I know I get asked about them every single day. A lot of people in my Buy Me Coffee membership are sending me a lot of Deftones, so it's on the way. If you want to join the membership, again, it's down below. You can join, send as many requests as you like, and you'll see how it goes. like that. I like that. I like that, man. Look, you can't help someone's upbringing and influence, right? Like, of course, my upbringing was 100% hip hop. That singer from Deftones probably he said he grew up in the hood, which is possible. You know what I'm saying? He probably grew up and saw some things, and like if you grew up in the hood, and he probably grew up in what I saw on the garage was Bloods with the D marked out. He was in L.A., South Central, right? He was in the hood, and so he was probably exposed to hip hop, and he probably fell in love with rock, and so he was as he's recording these records, why not throw in some hip hop elements? Because it's something that you can relate to. You grew up in that. So I understand it, man. But it was interesting seeing everyone's thoughts and perspective on nu metal. Cause I'm intrigued by it, man. I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey, and I'm learning a lot. And I'm learning that nu metal had they took a lot of shit, and I'm surprised by it. But I don't give a damn regardless. I like it. I like it, but I respect everyone's opinion. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinions. It's life. Not everybody's gonna like everything that you do. They're not gonna like all the music that comes out. It's just the way things happen. But if you guys want me to do more commentary videos like this, let me know. And leave some more recommendations down below, and I got y'all. Like button, sub button. I'll see y'all soon. Kingston, Majesty.